Ever seen a river of clouds or a sand waterfall? Or maybe you've looked up and thought, why does the sky look like it's stuffed with cotton today? Imagine telling your friends about rain that resembles blood or a river dressed as a rainbow. How about a waterfall that flows with blood instead of water? Our planet is full of surprises that could leave anyone in awe. Welcome back to another amazing episode of Forever Green. Today we'll show you some of the strangest and wonderful natural phenomena you've probably never seen before. From glowing caves to 1,000 long tubular clouds rolling through the sky like a giant horizontal tornado. And yes, we've even got a volcano that throws a neon blue light when the night falls. So get ready, hit subscribe, and let's jump right in. 20. Blood Falls, Antarctica. Imagine a waterfall, but instead of water, it's blood. Tucked away in the icy embrace of Antarctica, Blood Falls sounds more like a horror movie setting than a real place. But don't worry, it's not actually a waterfall of blood. Sorry, vampires. This freaky flow gets its horror flick color from the iron-rich water leaking through the Taylor Glacier. When iron touches air, it rusts, and just like that, the water turns red. The source of this weird sight is a subglacial pool where bacteria have been living in salty water, cut off from sunlight and oxygen for millions of years. Despite the creepy vibes, the red water isn't harmful, so if you were planning a spooky ice swim, you're in the clear. 19. Sand Waterfall. Who says waterfalls should have all the fun? In places like the Arizona desert and the sandy expanses of Saudi Arabia, sand waterfalls are a thing, and they're just as mesmerizing as their watery cousins. Imagine a cliff or a steep dune ending in a dramatic cascade of sand that looks like a slow-motion video of a waterfall, but without the water. These sandy spectacles occur when conditions are just right, a perfect combination of sand, wind, and gravity. The sand slides down the face of a cliff or dune, creating a visual so surreal it seems like the desert is putting on a magic show. Grab your cameras, but maybe keep your sandwiches covered. This is one picnic that could get extra crunchy. 18. Clouds River, Azawal, Mizoram. Imagine a river that decided to take a vacation in the sky. That's what you see in Azawal, Mizoram, where the Cloud River flows. This isn't your typical river. It's made entirely of clouds, drifting lazily through the valleys like a fog serpent sliding through the mountains. This natural phenomenon happens thanks to the geography and climate of the region, which persuade the moist air to condense into clouds at lower altitudes, creating a river-like flow that's both spooky and remarkable. It's perfect for those days when you want to gaze at something peaceful and remind yourself that the world isn't just full of rush hour traffic and spilled coffee. If you like this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out 10 most wonderful natural phenomena in the world on our channel Forever Green. 17. Turquoise Ice, Lake Baikal, Russia. Over in Siberia, where it's often so cold that even your thoughts start to freeze, Lake Baikal puts on a winter show that's a real freeze-frame moment. During the coldest months, the lake's surface freezes over, but not into any old ice. This is crystal ice, turquoise-tinted ice that makes you think Elsa from Frozen switched careers to decorating lakes. The magic happens because the water is so pure and the ice forms without much snowfall, making it clear enough to read a book through, if you can stop shivering long enough to hold it. Whether you're skating, sledding, or just snapping a million photos, the turquoise ice of Lake Baikal is a chilly wonderland that's definitely worth wrapping up warm for. 16. Sakurajima Dirty Thunderstorms, Japan. Dirty thunderstorms, also known as volcanic lightning, occur when the volcano explodes, throwing ash particles into the atmosphere. These particles rub against each other due to the intense turbulence, and voila, you have nature's own fireworks show with lightning bolts zapping through clouds of ash. It's like the Earth decided to throw its own rock concert. This electrifying phenomenon is not just stunning to watch, but it also gives scientists clues about the intensity and the spread of the eruption. If you're planning to check it out, just remember that it's probably safer than your average rock concert. No crowds, just a mighty light show choreographed by Mother Nature. 15. Cano Cristales, Liquid Rainbow, Colombia. Welcome to Colombia's Cano Cristales, the river that decided to dress up like a rainbow. From July to November, this river in Serranía de la Macarena National Park turns into a kaleidoscope of colors. Thanks to a unique type of plant that lines its floor and changes color under the sunlight, the river flows in vibrant hues of red, yellow, green, blue, and black, earning its nickname Liquid Rainbow. This natural spectacle occurs during the brief window between the wet season and dry season when the water levels are just right. It's a feast for the eyes and a perfect spot for Instagram-worthy photos that might make people think that you photoshopped them. But no, it's all real. Talking about this illusionary river, you can also check out our video on 20 most beautiful places on planet Earth. 14. Nacreous Clouds. Nacreous clouds, also known as polar stratospheric clouds, are the high-fashion models of the sky. They strut their stuff at altitudes of about 15 to 25 kilometers above the Earth, where the air is just right for them to flaunt their shimmery, iridescent colors. Seen mostly during the winter at high altitudes like Scandinavia, Iceland, Alaska, and northern Canada, these clouds are not your average gray and white puffballs. They light up the stratosphere with vibrant pastels, making dawn and dusk look like a sky painter's palette. Why so colorful? These clouds form under super chilly conditions, and they're made up of ice crystals that scatter the sunlight in a way that creates brilliant, pearl-like colors. 13. Blood Rain. Now let's travel to Kerala, India, where the skies occasionally surprise everyone with blood rain. No, it's not a scene from a horror movie. It's an actual meteorological phenomenon. Blood rain refers to rainfall that has a red color, which first made headlines in Kerala back in 1896 and has popped up several times since, most notably in 2001 and 2012. So what turns the rain red? Scientists have figured out that the red coloration is due to airborne spores from algae, which get swept up in the clouds and fall with the rain, painting the town red, literally. While it does sound like something straight out of a biblical plague, it's perfectly natural and not harmful. 12. Bioluminescent Beach, Maldives. Night swimming gets a charming twist as the bioluminescent beaches of the Maldives. Picture this, you step into the water and it starts to sparkle around you, like a scene from a fantasy movie. This magical glow is courtesy of tiny marine organisms called phytoplankton, which emit light when agitated. It's their way of saying, hey, watch where you're stepping, but in a visually stunning manner. The phenomenon is best experienced on moonless nights when the Milky Way isn't the only thing that's shining. It's a natural light show that proves you don't need fancy technology for a bit of nighttime dazzle, just a dip in the Maldives. 11. Blue Fire Volcano, Kawalan, Indonesia. Indonesia's Kawalan volcano offers a sight that seems out of this world. By day, it's a pretty typical volcano, but by night, it transforms into a neon blue wonder. This strange glow is not the lava itself, but the combination of sulfuric gases which, when exposed to oxygen and ignited by the lava, burn with an eerie blue flame. The sight is so otherworldly it feels like walking on an alien planet where the laws of nature have gone sci-fi. Miners brave the harsh conditions to extract sulfur from the crater, working under the glow of these blue flames. 10. Aurora Australis, Tasmania. If you thought the only light shows worth catching was in the northern hemisphere, Tasmania is ready to change your mind with its own celestial dance, the Aurora Australis. This is the less hyped, cooler cousin of the Aurora Borealis, and trust me, it knows how to party in the southern skies. The southern lights dazzle spectators with waves of green, blue, purple, and red, dancing across the night sky like a disco in space. This spectacular light show is courtesy of charged particles from the sun hitting the Earth's magnetic field and exploding in color. Tasmania's clear, dark skies offer a front-row seat to this atmospheric phenomenon, making it a bucket list-worthy experience for skywatchers. 9. Mammatus Clouds. Ever looked up and thought, wow, the sky is full of cotton balls today? Well, you might have spotted some mammatus clouds. These particular pouch-like formations hang from the bottom of other clouds, looking like a sky full of lumpy, saggy pillows. Mammatus clouds often appear before or after severe weather conditions like thunderstorms or tornadoes. Each bulge can be a visual feast, with sunlight painting them in shades of orange, pink, or even a spooky gray. While they look soft and inviting, they're a strong hint from Mother Nature to appreciate the beauty from a distance, as rough weather might be on the way.
Nature is full of wonders, from huge and gigantic astronomical systems to the microscopic universe of atomic particles. It is full of amazing miracles, but one does not have to become a scientist or do a space tour to see some of these amazing spectacles. Following is the list of some of the most wonderful natural phenomena in the world. 10. Light Pillars, Iceland. Visible in the northern areas of Iceland from late August to mid-April, the northern lights or pillars are actually a weather phenomenon due to which long colorful beams of light can be seen across the sky. This beautiful spectacle is one of the biggest tourist attractions in the world and has brought Iceland a great deal of revenue. The reason for this beautiful sight is the force of friction between electrically charged particles and thin air molecules. With one of the most beautiful views in the world, the Northern Lights is one of the most wonderful natural phenomena as well. 9. Lenticular clouds. Mostly formed in the troposphere, the lenticular clouds is an amazing phenomenon of nature. Actually, these are clouds having a lens or saucer-like shape. They are usually found at a height of 12,000 meters and are seen all around the world. It is formed because of the obstruction caused by buildings and mountains in the normal flow of wind. If a cold air is obstructed by these objects, then the cool and humid air around such objects might condense and form the lenticular clouds. Due to these smooth and saucer-like shape, they have been mistaken for UFOs many times. 8. Mendenhall Ice Caves, USA. The number of places where water can be seen at its very changing stage of the water cycle is very low. But one of these places exists in Juneau, Alaska. The Mendenhall Glacier is a 12-mile-long glacier which has several ice caves in it. These ice caves are hard to reach. There are caves with glowing blue ceilings through which clear glacier water can be seen. Originally, it was named Setan Tagu, which means glacier behind the town. 7. Frozen Bubbles, Canada. Abraham Lake is an amazingly beautiful place in Alberta, Canada. This lake has bacterial organisms inside the water, which eat remainings of other living organisms. Due to this decay, a flammable methane gas is produced, which is normally harmless. But in winters, due to extreme temperatures, the water and the bubbles freeze and causes a gorgeous spectacle in the form of frozen bubbles beneath the frozen water. These bubbles are also visible at the Lake Minnewanka or Vermilion Lake in Canada, and are equally beautiful at these places as well. 6. Glowing Forest, India. Nature has strange ways to show its beauty and capabilities. There is a special kind of bacteria called Mycena, found in the forests of Western Ghats in India. This bacteria lives and feeds on rotten leaves, plants, and animals at the surface, and glow in humid weather conditions. As a result of humidity in these forests, the woods start to glow, which is known as the glowing forest. Another reason for the glowing of these forests is the presence of fireflies in great numbers, which cause luminance at night. 5. Lightning Storm, Venezuela. A breathtaking phenomenon of nature that occurs only over the mouth